Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Out of Our Mains, the show where we're out of our mains, and you probably are too, because you're listening to some hopeless, colorful horse addicts ramble on about a show meant for little girls. For a second in my brain, that sounded wrong, but I think I said it properly, but in my brain, I tripped over hopeless, colorful horse addicts. I don't know what that was, but it happened. I'm Maynard. And I'm joined just by Robert today.
Yeah. I mean, you're always joined by me, but usually we have more than just you and me. It hasn't been you and me in a while.
Yeah, it's just us two, the classic, the Out of Our Mains classic.
Yep, we're going back to basics. We're firing Ambi and Laro. It's just gonna be us two again.
Exactly. No, it's just us because Ambazar and Laravoon are stinky doo-doo heads who haven't watched Ace Attorney Elements of Justice.
You guys are great. You're doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, just watch EOJ. just watch it.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
Well, and if you haven't played Ace Attorney and you can't watch it, play Ace Attorney.
And if you haven't played Elements of Justice, go play it.
So is Elements of Justice like a game now?
If you haven't played Out of Our Mains podcast, go watch it.
Yo, have you 100%ed the Out of Our Mains podcast yet, Maynard?
You got the hidden achievement.
Yeah,
I've actually got the speedrun world record for Out of Our Mains.
Yeah, did you find the hidden Rob Mado?
Yeah. Oh man, you got to collect those Rob Mados. They're all over the
Discord
place.
Are gonna get that one.
They're all over the place. They're hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to find them.
Only the people in the Discord are gonna get that one.
Wouldn't it be funny if we mention in an episode, every episode of the podcast has a hidden image of some sort and you have to find it and there's actually nothing. There's not anything. But there's a prize if you find all of them.
The prize is that Maynard may come to your house and congratulate you personally, and he'll give you a sticker. He'll give you a gold star.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, if people find the images we hid in every episode of this, then I will personally congratulate you. I will come to your house. I will. I will. I will.
Oh.
If they find the hidden Rob Mado in every episode of the podcast before this one, then I will do that.
Oh my gosh! All right, you heard it here, guys. Get looking.
Go find those hidden Rob Mados that definitely are there.
Yeah.
But no. So Elements of Justice, we actually just did a live stream Jackbox night with them. I'll link in the description an edited down version of it that the sound man did. Yeah, we had a Jackbox night, just playing some games, having some laughs, talking about EOJ, making fun of each other. It was a good time. But we did that because Case 3 for Elements of Justice was about to start. And as of recording now, it started, a week ago? Just under a week ago. I think episode 1 came out, right?
I believe so.
I think it was last Saturday. Yeah, so me and Robert went and watched it. Because it came out, and we like it. Thanks for coming, everybody. This has been another episode of the Out of Our Mains podcast. You have a great night.
5 minutes, that's all it took.
Yep. No, we watched Case 3, episode 1. And I just gotta say, EOJ continues to be the masters of giving way more questions than answers. Because it started off, I believe, with a flashback of sorts where the victim from the first case, massive EOJ spoilers, by the way, if you haven't left already. I don't know why you'd stick around if you haven't seen EOJ.
I don't know, why are you watching this episode? It's EOJ centric. You're not going to get anything.
Yeah, but also continue watching because we need that watch time and we need to feed our families. So episode 1 of Case 3 starts out with a flashback with Sonata as the defense attorney, and overall concept, the victim from the first case, being the accused for the murder of like a new character. There's apparently these I think they're twins. Were they twins or did it just say they were sisters?
God, I'm blanking
It's fine.
blanking horribly.
They were sisters. May or may not be twins. Yeah, it started off with a flashback. We were like, what the heck is going on? Is this a flashback? Is this a... Because the previous episode ended with Rarity getting accused for the murder of the first case.
We were very confused.
Which was very confusing. And then in the case where it's supposed to answer that question, where we're supposed to get to the bottom of that, we're suddenly in the past talking about freaking Sonata and crap. And now I guess Sonata and Phoenix are covering Rainbow Dash for a different crime?
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I thought it was very interesting, but like, it was after the last episode, it was kind of whiplashy a little bit.
Yeah, it was like, what's happening? I think they kind of intended for that because it seems like they're setting this case up to jump between multiple perspectives.
I like that idea,
which is very cool.
Yes.
But yeah, Rainbow Dash is getting accused for not murder, as far as we know, but poisoning someone else in the Wonderbolts.
I guess it is murder unless they're not dead.
Well, they said
it's attempted murder.
Yeah, they didn't specify that the victim was dead, but they also didn't not specify that the victim was dead.
We'll just go into the assumption that's attempted homicide.
Yeah, so Rainbow Dash is getting accused for attempted homicide at the same time as Rarity getting accused for actual homicide.
Yeah.
Which is all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we go back to Apollo's perspective, and he and I think it was Sweetie Belle, Trucy, and Applejack.
It was Trucy, Apollo, Sweetie Belle, Applejack, and Spike. A very interesting group up, I might add.
Yeah, it was interesting, and you had beef between Spike and Sweetie Belle, because of, I guess it still hasn't been settled.
It literally just happened within the timeline of the case.
That's true. Yeah, it hasn't been very long. But
it's been probably not even a day.
It's wild. The second the case is over, immediately we're jumping into another case. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
These guys don't get room to breathe. The poor lawyer gang. But yeah, I'm very interested to see where things go. It looks like, I guess, overall concept worked at a different place. It's supposedly a risque establishment.
That's what we gathered from the implications. We don't know for sure, but it's strongly suggested. We could also just be dirty in the mind.
No, the way Playwright described it, and it was called the Mayor's Attic, and that's that don't sound like a family-friendly establishment.
It most likely has to do with the funny naughty stuff.
Yeah, it could be a love hotel. It could be a club. It could be much more than that. We don't know. We don't know yet. But apparently freaking Overall used to work there. So everybody's going over there to investigate. And I think they're hinting at I forget his name too. The Herlock Sholmes pony that was from My Little Investigations. They're hinting at he's the detective for this case.
I loved Sherlock and the Great Ace Attorney. I'm excited.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see where things go. As usual, the production value picked up. It was a strangely short episode for EOJ. It was only about an hour long if you include the credits. You had the flashback scene with the courtroom. You had custom animations for Sonata. We saw Celestia in the judge's seat.
Oh yeah,
which I think that was implied to be I think it was mentioned previously that Celestia is usually the judge in cases, but is doing something else right now. I don't know what that something else is, but we got to see Celestia in the judge's seat, so that was cool. Sonata's back, which is always awesome. Rainbow Dash hates Sonata, which is fair.
Yes.
Rainbow Dash hates everyone right now, let's be honest.
Rainbow Dash has been Mr. Grumpy Pants a lot.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I get it, but like, Christ on a stick.
Yeah. I don't know. She's been pretty peeved, if you know what I mean. Maynard said a bad word.
Oh my, you're getting canceled. You're getting canceled. Maynard is over, party. Let's go in the comments.
Woo! Out of our mains is over.
Out of our mains is over.
I don't have to keep doing that. That's a joke. I love doing the podcast. But yeah, it was interesting. I was surprised by both the length of it and the just jumping around everywhere. So me and Robert were talking and we're trying to figure out if the cases are going to be, if case 3 is going to be both of these separate cases and it's going to jump between the perspectives, or if they're going to solve Rainbow Dash's case and then that's going to tie into Rarity's case, and we're going to learn critical information in one of those and then move back over to Apollo in the game. Because it seems like Rainbow Dash's side of things isn't really the main focus, since it's just Sonata and Phoenix on that one. We got Sonata perspective. Ooh, we got a fun little thing from Sonata. Robert, do you want to talk about that? Fun little interrogation technique she used.
Oh, logic chess! Yes! Fucking logic chess from Investigations. I got so excited because I've played all the Ace Attorney games, so I know every little bit of it. And logic chess, Maynard can vouch. I screamed when it came up. I screamed.
I was like, it's logic chess!
Yeah, literally, I got so excited because it was such an interesting concept, like, overall concept, yeah, but, it was an interesting concept in Investigations, and I was really surprised, but it makes sense for Sonata's character to use something like that.
Yeah. I love how she used the little chess analogy and then went immediately into logic chess.
My god, yes! Yes! Oh, that got me so excited. Because I'm excited, if they're doing, those kind of things, I'm excited to see what other how they're gonna recreate the other gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, because we haven't...
I'm excited to see Perceive.
Yeah, we haven't seen Apollo use Perceive yet, as far as I'm aware. I think he's mentioned it.
I believe we've seen Psyche Lux, we've seen all of the mechanics that we know except for Perceive.
Yeah. We've seen the mood matrix.
The mood matrix,
we've seen the
Psyche Lux, logic chess.
Oh, what is it? What's the turning around your thinking? What is that called?
It's
it was in the
I think it's called a thought route or realization.
Yeah, something like that. I forget what it was called, but we've seen that in the series as well. But yeah, I'm excited to see Perceive. Robert had his time with Case 2 because Athena's his favorite character. I'm gonna have my time with Case 3 because
I love Apollo as well. Apollo's second favorite at least.
Apollo is my favorite. He's definitely my favorite of the lawyer gang.
Yeah. Apollo's definitely second favorite, really close to Athena, but Athena just edges it out for me.
I'm interested to see how he handles himself in court because his characterization in the mainline games was kind of all over the place.
Man has had 3 separate backstories.
But I'm curious to see where things go from there. And there was something else with Apollo that was mentioned this episode that I forget what it was, but I guess I'll have to come back to that. I'm very excited for this case.
Oh yeah.
Very short first episode, but I believe, and I I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure he said this on the podcast that, oh man, if he told us this, if they told us this in a call later and like I wasn't supposed to leak this information, I'm going to get shot by Mr. G. But if I remember correctly, in the episode that we had G and Al on, G mentioned that they're trying to get an episode out monthly, right?
God, it was so long ago. I can't remember. Maybe. I mean, even then, like, that's
That
not
was their
really like a huge thing to leak. It's not like, oh, we know the victim of like this case. We know who the true killer is. You know.
Yeah,
And it
we're
was
not
Maynard.
that
It was-
important that we would
it-
we would get told that information.
It's Maynard. It's Maynard, by the way.
Yeah, it was me. I was killed in case 4.
You're killed in case 4, and I'm the one who did it.
Oh, dang! Way to spoil it. No, but I am excited to see the episodes coming out on a more frequent basis this time around.
Question mark, because we aren't sure.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to message G and say should we remove this from the episode, because I can't remember if he said that. But yeah, it is I do regardless, I do expect the episodes to come out a little bit more regularly, just due to the nature of, the team's bigger.
Yeah.
They've got most of their assets ironed out. And
I'm telling you, Maynard, every episode they continue to improve.
It's every episode. It's wild.
Every single episode has shown some improvement in some area.
Yeah, in most areas.
Yes, look, like I still remember the jump from like the sprites to the 3D rigs.
Oh yeah, no, it's
like
it's
I
fantastic.
remember that, and it was we were both like we had trouble figuring out if it was 2D or 3D. That's how well it was blended in.
I want to know, I want to see someone's reaction who hasn't been following it, but just watches all of them in a row. I want to know what that's like, because we watched them as they came out. So, but even we were blown away by the quality jumps between episodes. I want to know what some people think about that. All in all, setting up for case 3 with episode 1, I'm very intrigued. I want to know more about these sisters. I want to know more about overall concept and how he got wrapped up in a completely different case. Oh, something else that was interesting. In the flashback, yes, it was shown that Overall was being accused of, I believe it was murder of one of the sisters. But in present time, Playwright said that both of the sisters just vanished.
Right.
And he didn't say one of them was murdered. So I'm very curious to see if maybe the case got covered up. Maybe that was the conclusion they came to, is that she actually vanished. I don't know. I am very hungry for more. I want more. I am very excited for future episodes of EOJ. And aside from the stuff that actually happened in the episode proper, Robert, I feel like one of the most excited moments we got during that episode was at the end.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right, everyone. All right, sit down. Take a seat, or whatever. We're about to go on a gush spree. We're about to inflate their egos a lot.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So animation in the credits, it was pretty good.
Unexpected.
I was not expecting the full on
At first we're just oh, it's pretty good, but then it kept going.
it's How long was that? It was like
It was like
4 minutes.
I think it was it was like a long animation, and it kept going.
It
Like
just
that's
kept
what we
going.
impressed. And I think what makes it like really solid is that this is a free project. Like this is a project that people are consuming for free.
Yeah, and
Like
Cadet's voice for I think it's meant to be Sonata singing the song, because you have that bit at the end where all the characters are together and Sonata's singing, and Cadet's her VA. So Cadet Redshirt, holy crap! I don't know if you'll listen to this, but phenomenal job. On the vocals on that song. It
very
was
beautiful vocals.
very pretty, and it just tied the whole thing together.
Oh my god.
The animation was fantastic. Everyone who worked on that, like, round of applause to you.
Again, like the initial reaction was just like, "Oh, animation, that was good." Wait, it's not, it's going, it keeps going. Wait, what? It just kept going, and we were getting more and more blown away.
Yeah,
because it didn't stop.
I got like, I wasn't close to crying per se, but I felt something. I got a little emotional watching that.
Yeah, emotion.
There was something in my chest there, just watching that and listening to the music, and man,
it was really good.
It was really pretty, and it got us, like, after, like, during the episode, we're like, yeah, there's, like, it's really good. There's a lot of questions. I don't know if we're gonna have a whole lot to talk about during the podcast. And then that animation happened, and we're both like, I want to record. I want to talk about this.
Like, oh my gosh, yeah. And the music they had, just for, like, in general, like, good. Like, it was great music. They picked a lot of nice tracks.
Oh yeah.
I got really excited when they played Investigations from Apollo Justice, because that's one of my favorite investigation tracks.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And they played it when Apollo was investigating. Very thematic.
That's how it is.
Yep. But yeah, a lot of the music choice, fantastic.
Yep, and the original music was just as good.
Yeah.
Also, wait, we didn't even talk about Trixie's appearance in the first part.
I forgot! Trixie's real!
Yeah. We were surprised. So going back to the beginning, like, the prosecution in that flashback was Trixie.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I completely forgot Trixie was there. Trixie was there. She's back.
Yeah.
Well, or at least she was back in the flashback. I don't know exactly. It was Trixie v Sonata in the court.
Yeah. They were very interesting.
It was kind of funny to see their banter at the beginning, where they're not talking about the case. They're just shooting blows at each other left and right.
Yeah. It's great. It's hilarious.
It was fantastic. Sonata just kind of took everything that Trixie spat at her and just spun it around on her.
Sonata literally was like, I'm about to end this mayor's whole career.
Exactly. Oh, it was fantastic. I really hope that, like, Trixie's gonna show up in the series at some point.
She's gotta. Like, I'm gonna be surprised if she isn't the final prosecutor that they go up against.
Yeah, but it was really great to see Trixie again. Really great to hear from her. The VA did a great job. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, the logo, the new logo with, like, Sonata. Oh yeah,
Apollo and that was so well done.
Really cool stuff. I was a really big fan of that. God, there's so much. Guys, you did a great job. If you're listening to this, you did fantastic, and I am very excited for more.
Oh yeah,
I'm very, 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 very excited for more EOJ.
Oh yeah.
So, if you're somehow still here and haven't yet, go watch EOJ. It's very cool. It's very good.
And if you haven't played Ace Attorney, you can get the trilogy off Steam or other consoles. And the newly released Apollo Justice trilogy that came out literally yesterday as of recording this.
Yeah, it was funny. Me and Robert were like, okay, we gotta watch it now. 'Cause, like, a little behind the scenes. when this episode goes up, I am going to be on my way to HarmonyCon. So, and we want to give Laravan enough time to edit because he is also going to HarmonyCon. So we were like, okay, this is the last day we could possibly do this. We need to watch this and we need to record. And as we were talking, we're like, oh, isn't, like, I think I just offhandedly mentioned, oh, isn't the Apollo trilogy supposed to come out soon? Or it's like, oh yeah, what date? What date?
I checked
today?
it. Yeah, I literally checked it on Steam as you said that, and I was like, wait, it came out today?
Yeah. So, if you can't wait for more Case 3, you can't wait for more Apollo, get the Ace-Attorney or Apollo Justice
play
trilogy.
games. Play games, yeah.
Play games. They're good.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah. And again, if you haven't just played Ace Attorney just period, and start with the main trilogy and then work your way up.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a funny little coincidence that happened the same day. So
yeah.
But is there anything else that happened in this episode that we missed that we're forgetting?
Not that I can. I think we talked about most of the important stuff because again, it was a short episode.
Yeah, we got I think there were 3 new characters that we were introduced to, which were the sisters, that were part of the theater, and then the victim in Rainbow Dash's trial, which I'm forgetting all of their names.
I can't remember. Now that I think about it, did we ever see Celestia prior to the latest episode, or was that her first appearance in the series? Actually,
I think it was technically her first appearance in the series, unless she showed up in another flashback previously.
And we're forgetting.
Yeah,
but I can't remember. But it didn't hit me. But I think that was her first appearance in Elements of Justice, which is incredible, actually.
Yeah.
Luna appeared before Celestia.
Yeah. Oh man, I was very happy with Luna as the prosecutor.
Oh yeah.
But,
we already gushed about that, but yeah, it was great. It was a great performance.
I think Blue Blood's supposed to be the prosecutor again, right? Or
oh.
I thought that was something that was mentioned in episode. I could be wrong, but
I don't think so. But I think they did mention the prince. I don't know if he's supposed to be prosecutor. We'll find out who the main prosecutor is, though.
They mentioned Blue Blood in some capacity, so I imagine we'll be seeing more of him. If we
I
don't,
hope
that's
so.
a shame.
I hope so. Blue Blood was Blue Blood is a walking meme.
Oh, he was fantastic. Yeah, I think the only new characters were the sisters and the victim and the Wonderbolts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about all we have to say. So all in all, EOJ team, great job. Keep up the good work. We love you guys. We'd love to work with you guys again in the future.
Oh my god, yeah. The Jackbox Night was crazy.
It was a fantastic time. Yes. But yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be, I think we already mentioned it was going to be a bit of a shorter episode. But
probably one of our shorter ones, very short ones.
This might be one of our shortest yet. But it was one of the shortest episodes EOJ had, so we're staying thematic.
Fitting.
Woo! Also, Laravan has less work to do, so he can focus on HarmonyCon prep. Woo!
And also, and this is a first for us, we actually prepped our stuff beforehand with questions and things for you guys.
Yeah. So, at the end of every episode, or near the end of every episode, we like to bring up a question of the episode. So, there's 2 things we like to do. The first thing is we like to bring up a question of the episode. So our question this episode, which we actually prepped beforehand, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Anime Mates podcast can do prep work? That's crazy.
I know. It's nuts.
So our question this episode is, it's EOJ tied, because this is an EOJ episode. It is, what are your guys' case 3 theories? What are some things that you think are going to happen this case? What are some things, maybe what are some things you want to happen this case? Might be good as well. Because, certain character appearances, we don't know for sure. who the prosecutor is yet. We don't know what all characters will show up to take the witness stand. Aside from, I assume Playwright is gonna be back on the stand, and then we're gonna get Herlock Pony. Gosh dang it! I feel really bad that I forget these characters' names. We'll get them eventually. As the case goes on, we'll remember them. I remember most of the case 2 characters. I remember most of the case 1 characters. These new ones are gonna be hard for me, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, so let us know your case 3 theories, your case 3 wish list, if you will. And something else we do at the end of every episode is we like to ask our audience to send us a picture of a particular household item, which we randomly pick. And the so right now on screen will be the pictures that we asked people to send us last episode. But for this episode, send us some pictures of your curtains.
Yes.
Let's see some curtains. Let's see if you've got something fancy. Maybe you've got
any curtain, really.
Yeah, any sort of curtain.
It could be a shower curtain if you want.
Yeah, you could send us a shower curtain. You could send us a curtain on, like, I think blinds would be fine, even. Like for a window. You could be like me and have a blanket over your window.
If you're ghetto like Maynard is.
Yep. You could have, I don't know. I just want to see some curtains. So let's see those curtains. It's kind of like the didn't the episode where Coco Pamel was introduced? Wasn't Rarity's whole thing like Hotel Chic, and she used like curtains in the designs for the dress? I don't know. I may be talking about a completely different episode. I'm going on a tangent.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna confirm anything.
I forget. But other than that, Robert, do you have anything that you want to plug this time?
Well, I mean, if you're going to this year's convention, Maynard's gonna be there, so.
You're plugging me?
Yes. I'm not going, unfortunately, because I am only working part-time, and I'm saving up for a trip to Michigan instead, because I have a friend out there.
That is totally fair. So,
but, if you want to meet Maynard, then just look for the guy.
Yeah, look for the guy at HarmonyCon. That should be the day after this episode comes out. Should be starting that day. And, so you'll be able to run into me, because I'm going to be a community guest there. I will probably be all over the place. I'm on like 10 panels.
Yep.
Not including opening and closing ceremonies, so that's going to be something.
Congratulations, by the way. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm super, super looking forward to it.
One of these days I am going to go to convention, and we will record an episode live. I promise you that. That's going to happen.
It'll happen eventually. But
like, next thing I'm going to be saving up for if I plan to trip out is probably going to be one of the upcoming conventions. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, so tomorrow, on Friday, I think the big panel that I should probably plug is the Out of Our Mains panel that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be hosting with Laravan. We're gonna be answering some questions. We're gonna be talking, doing live podcast stuff.
Yeah.
We're also gonna be showing off some exclusive little hints at some stuff we're doing in the future. So we've got some big plans for the podcast, some big changes that are going to be coming, and we're going to be talking about them. And it's not going to be anything little. It's going to be some big stuff. So if you're at the convention, definitely come to that panel, because we're going to have some exclusive little tidbits for you.
I'm not going to be there on video call this time, so you're going to have to tell me how the turnout is.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But yeah, we're like one of the earliest conventions. So it'll be the Out of Our Mains panel will be at, I have the schedule pulled up right now, at 3:15 p.m. on Friday in the Cumberland E room. So come swing by and say hello. With all that being said, I think that's gonna be everything. So yeah, have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, whatever time it is. And if you're at HarmonyCon, I will see you there. And if not, we will be returning for another episode. I'm not sure when. A couple weeks, hopefully.
Probably in like maybe mid-February, if I had to take a guess.
Yeah, it might be before that. It might be after. We might also be
somewhere in February. Yeah, somewhere in February.
But we'll be talking about HarmonyCon then, so stay tuned. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.